Welcome back to the Trail Candy coverage of the 2023 ATX Open. We are on the back nine here, the final round at Roy G. And Mintus is our title sponsor for the event, which is on the Hot Tour. My name is Trevor Williamson, and I'm joined by Blake Whitehead and Chris Harris today. We got a three-way tie for second, and Eduardo's got a 7-stroke lead going into the back nine here. But we got some good golf, so stick around.
Opening up the back nine, we got hole 10 here. One of the more demanding tee shots on the green. As you follow this dirt fairway, you're gonna see you're gonna need to turn over a backhand shot, or you can throw a pushing hyzer with a forehand shot. You're gonna want to put yourself on the right of the fairway over here if you can, to have a backhand hyzer into the green. Really tricky green situation right here. A lot of guardian trees along with those rocks and an elevated basket.
Yeah, the one thing I think you don't want to do in this hole is be left. Left is dangerous.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way a few times. Looks like Blake's doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, he beat the corner. He's going to be looking right at that green.
It's held up a little early, but it looks like he's really just trying to play this hole a little conservative.
And we got a fresh 9 for Sam. I can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah, pushes the forehand just a little too straight.
Yeah, like we were just saying, that left side, it's not impossible. It's just not ideal. All right. So he was upset about it. He did come close to those trees, but that's definitely a positive outcome for how we thought it was going to turn out. You definitely want to be further right, like Blake was saying, but in the middle is not bad either.
Yeah, that was a great drive. Oh, man. Tough shot there. Barely missed it. Kicked a little right.
Yeah, that was looking really good. That might have been right in the circle 1 in the green.
Eduardo backed up against a tree here.
Yeah, I think Ed knew here he kind of picked a disc that was a little too fast for that standstill. You could tell he was kind of a little frustrated himself. Still a tough shot into the green regardless.
As you can see here, Blake was staring right at the green there.
I got really lucky right here to make it in between those two trees. Kind of a late release for me. I'm happy to be looking at the green, or looking at the basket right there.
Here's where Patrick ended up. Oh, uncharacteristic of Patrick there.
You really want to choose two things approaching this green. You want to skip your disc before those rocks, or do you want to approach coming in over those rocks? Look like he undercommitted there.
Good up and down from there. Yeah, that wall surprisingly comes into play more times than not for me. It's usually right where I want to skip my disc. Really nice, unique, interesting addition to the design here. Because when you first look at it, you're like, what are those doing there? And then you hit them and you're like, ah. Because now you can see the awkward putt that Blazek had from the rocks. Even though he's not that far from the basket, it still makes you think about it a little bit too much. Good cleanup here. Huge shout out to Matt Papa, Josh Rippey, and Mike Ols. You know, Ols did the redesign. Papa and Rippey, they put in tremendous amounts of work out here, and you could tell they're disc golfers. You know, they put in quality work. They make it nice. You know, they spread all this mulch in the weeks leading up to the event. So, huge shout out to those guys.
Man, under commitment for me, just one of those putts you want back. You can't let that happen again.
Solid tester for par there from Sam.
Yeah, good par save. You know, I was talking earlier about how the whole course with the redesign is a little bit shortened, but as you can see, the teeth are still there. If you're not executing shots properly, you're still trying to save par, and it still takes birdie out of the equation on most of your mess ups, even though the holes are shorter.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to mention we went bogey free on that front nine. I think that's pretty
No, it's solid.
impressive.
Yeah. With this new design, you do see a lot more of that, you know, just because the distance isn't there. But again, it's more scoreable. Doesn't mean it's easy.
Yeah, I'll be really impressed if we see bogey free on this back nine. Hole 11, pretty straightforward. Literally just as straight as you can throw it, about 368.
Yeah, another original one that was kept in there. Super fun shot. A lot of people opt for fairway. If you have the power, you throw the backhand mid-range shot. Just kind of want to start this one either in the middle or on the left side, just like you saw Blake do, and just kind of get it flipping towards that basket.
This hole will make you want to throw that left to right shot, but if you get a little like that, if you start moving a little too far right, I think you get punished.
Yeah, that right side is jail too. Yeah, very, very uncharacteristic of Sam here.
Yeah.
I think maybe he was just trying to throw that one a little too hard.
Yeah, 368. You've got to have top tier power to get the mid range there. But definitely, if you can throw mid range on this hole, you've got the advantage.
Yeah, here's an example of what we were talking about. It's really tough to get to the green from this area.
Yeah, you really want to push as far as you can off the tee, get as close to the green as possible. You can find a lot of trouble left and right on this hole. It's a classic woods tunnel shot.
Yeah, even Eduardo's got a tough scramble coming up here, and he makes two.
Yeah,
He's really been having to scramble and work the last few holes. He's been doing a good job of it.
yeah, definitely showing you why he's up at the top right now. Even when he makes a mistake, he's recovering pretty nicely.
And Sam's going to have a long look for his bogey there. This is a look for birdie.
Yep.
About this 50 feet.
Not missing by much.
Yeah.
And Sam, I noticed right here, kind of just stepped up to his putt and went after it. Kind of escaped the routine a little bit, and I think moving forward, you're going to see him working a little bit faster and trying to change things up a little bit.
Yeah, good point there. He was really just trying to, you know, forget about the hole, get off of it, and it kind of put him in that comfortable setting where he's like, I'm just going to walk up and putt this.
Interesting move from Patrick there. I think he threw a floppy putter and tried it there.
Yeah,
his hand there.
Patrick elects to go with the glitch, that tie-dye disc, on some longer circle 2 putts. He can put less power and kind of just float it in there. Hole 12 here, we have a par 3, 310 feet. Really tight gap off the tee. You're going to want to choose an overstable disc that will skip early. A forehand shot right into the green right here. You can choose to throw the backhand turnover, but it's a very tough angle, very tough line. I'm gonna go with my stiletto right here. A light forehand, probably about 80% toss, and skip her in there.
Oh man! Oh my goodness!
Huge.
Wow.
Hits
Is that
the
basket or pole?
Pretty sure that was cage. That
Nice.
we got the big country replay coming in by the big country sponsored player.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Look at this right here.
Yeah, getting the catch cam.
Oh my goodness! 6 inches from a 1.
Yeah, heck of a shot there.
Yeah.
Wow, I couldn't wait to see that replay. Couldn't really see the shot off the tee. That's why I was asking my card mates if I got a big skip off the tee or off the basket or not.
And here comes that Halo Wraith from Eduardo.
Yeah, it looks like he cooked it a little left, but still circles edge. All right, that has a quality line on it right there. Unfortunately, what I see with the forehand is that guardian tree right there. That one right on the edge, it seems to get people, or they just go too straight. I'm going to see 4 forehands on this hole. Very nice.
Yeah, it's fun to see the backhand on this whole workout. It is doable, just not easy.
Yeah, I like to throw the backhand. The toughest part is committing to that line. Beautiful bullseye shot from Sam here.
Yeah, Sam has got the forehand working good today. Actually took the CTP away from me right there, so props to him.
You hit the cage. Yeah, that deadly little floaty forehand, I've been a victim of it before. Yeah, Mr. Blazek, we had a play-up one time at Met Center, and he threw one of those in from 80, and I just stared at him like, really? But you know what? If you got it, you got it. Boom. Oh, dirty. That looks solid from Eduardo. That was just unfortunate nature of this game. Yeah, he hit everything you're supposed to.
Brutal. Got a feel for the man right there.
I think the whole card. I hated to see that one.
I actually had to go up and check the chains after that putt and make sure everything was situated nicely before I threw mine up.
Yeah, one of those things where you feel bad for him, but then you look at the scorecard and you're like, all right.
Yeah, he's definitely
You're chilling, man.
letting us have some of those good strokes now.
Those were the disc up gods trying to just being a little nice to everyone.
Yeah, testing Eduardo a tiny bit. Not really. Still got the 6-shot lead.
Hole 13 right here. This is a new addition to the Roy G layout. Really fun hole. From the long box, what you want to do is you want to push straight past these trees, not too fast. Hug this right side as much as you can, and then have your drive end up somewhere just past this tree on the left. That stump's a good marker right there. Some other players may opt for a flippy forehand, but it really plays to the backhand righty the most. After that, you're going to be left with around 300 to 350 on that upshot to a nice mulched green, nice and flat. So 2 textbook hyzers should get you the birdie on this hole. Oh, going with that forehand roller.
Yeah, really random, honestly. Usually throw the backhand off the tee right here, but it was not working in practice, so I've been working this roller and just decided to go with it.
Yeah, the great thing about those rollers is you get so much distance so quick. And it really makes the fairway extra wide for you. All right. Sam showing you the textbook line right there.
Great execution.
Yeah, leaked it a little right, but nothing he can't handle. He'll have a nice forehand or a backhand Anheuser approach from there.
Great two-shot hole designed by Ols.
All right, Eduardo's showing you what happens if you don't commit to the shot there. There's the Guardians on the left there. Also, right next to the short box, there's a good Guardian tree that kind of punishes it if you kind of cling onto that disc a little bit.
Yeah, I think right where Eduardo is might be the worst spot on the hole.
There you go. Beautiful hyzer flip by Blazek right there. That's exactly where you want to be.
Talk about textbook. That's what it is right there.
Old school golf, just hyzer flip down the fairway.
And he looks like he's lucky enough to have a little bit of a forehand. Oh, no. Oh,
Okay.
it gets through.
Got through.
Another great scramble by Eduardo.
Yeah,
he's just
getting
really just putting the pressure on all of us.
I mean, he's not making it easy on himself. He's had these scrambles for par, and he's just making it happen. We'll see if he can do it again on 13 here. Sam gonna go with that forehand again.
Yeah, good looking flight to it. Unfortunately, just catching everything.
Really impressed by Sam's forehand. It's looking great. Just really unlucky right there.
Oh, we got that disc coming out. See if he can get it up and down from par here.
Yeah, smooth shot here. Blazek left with what appears to be textbook straight shot.
Yeah, I wish I knew what disc he's throwing here. He keeps throwing it on that hyzer flip, just straight. And man, that's perfect. Yeah.
I want to say it's a buzz.
Yeah.
I want to
Could
say
be.
it's an old pearly buzz, like a 10-year buzz or something.
Makes sense. And it was either discraft or dynamic.
Here I have my end of a max. Was lucky to beat that tree. A nice, easy little step out forehand for me. I have a lot
Bullseye birdie.
Yeah.
in these shots.
That's a really solid birdie with the forehand roller off the tee on 13.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, you're making me think about throwing some forehand rollers out there, Roy G. Now, after watching this.
It's a great weapon to utilize out there, I must say.
All right, a little bit outside the circle for par here
Yeah.
for Ed. Yeah, make sure.
Two-stroke swing right there for me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good momentum shift right here in the last stretch of 6 holes here.
Yeah, so you're going to be within 4 strokes.
Can admit I'm feeding off Patrick right here. Me and Patrick are just really trying to find any momentum to chase Eduardo down. Patrick was playing real well, and I really started feeding off him. Wanted to start putting pressure on Ed.
Yeah, I agree. Blazek is definitely putting all the drives and upshots together. You know, take away some of those putting miscues, he's right there.
All right, hole 14 here. You will see the drone taking this right side entrance. This is the hyzer gap for the right-hand backhanded thrower. If you push a hyzer over these cedar platforms, landed about right here, you can skip it into the green for a nice look at birdie. Or the second shot would be a backhand straight shot with a fairway or mid-range straight into the green. You'll see it. You'll see that straight shot on the left right here off the tee. Yeah, I'm electing to throw my destroyer on a hyzer up that right gap.
Yeah, really great line. The biggest thing that most people have to contend with is the elevation. Yeah, perfect bullseye birdie there.
Yeah, this is a fun hole. It's a new addition to the Roy G 2.0. It kind of just depends on how I feel that day, which line I want to throw.
Yeah, looks like two. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one looked like it buzzed the tower.
Great shot for Patrick.
Looks like Sam's lining up the straight shot. Got away with it.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, Sam was a little non-committal with this black fairway for most of the day. I'd actually spoken with him about it at one point, and it seemed to be the thing that was really frustrating him the most.
All right. For the guys chasing Eduardo, this is they're licking their chops right now.
Oh, yeah.
Eduardo's got a tough approach right here. He's already given one back to these guys.
Another up and down for par. Oh, he yanks it a little left.
Comes out a little flat, somehow wiggles through there. Still, he's right on C1 line right there. So another pressure putt to save par while these guys are parked.
Just clockwork upshot for Sam.
Just probably getting a little frustrated with the amount of pars he's taking.
Yeah, I mean, he's super consistent, as you can see. I just know he's frustrated that he's not scoring.
Man, and very uncharacteristic putt there for Eduardo. Gonna give 2 strokes.
Well, he knew he had to make that. I mean, this is now 4 strokes in 2 holes. So
Oh, yeah.
that's huge swing right there. Solid birdies right there. Kudos to Sam, even though he's struggling this round, he's still committed to that left gap. You know, that was part of his game plan. And even though he's struggling, he's still committing to his shots. Hole 15, this is probably the hardest hole on the course at this time. It's a new part of the layout right here. What you want to do is you want to beat these trees on the left going right. The shot shapes left to right. You want to end somewhere in this sun spot. As far up as you can get, the better. It's really about executing 2 solid shots, because even if you beat the gap and get up there, you're still looking at either a hyzer approach or this gap that the drone is taking down the middle. So and once you get to that spot off your drive, you're looking at a low ceiling downhill straight shot. So not the easiest shots to execute, but
Yeah, a lot can happen on this hole with only 2-stroke separation here
Alright.
between first and second. And Blake looks like he just
oh yeah,
executed
that
perfectly.
is about as good as you can get right there. That's what you want.
And I've had the box here for several holes. A little slice of my mentality is, you know, Eduardo has a good lead, but if I keep putting up good tee shots, I'm putting the pressure on him. Just take it little by little at a time.
Absolutely, you kind of put it in his head that he can no longer just play safe.
And Patrick getting a little aggressive. That looked good, just barely a little right. So you're not checking scores here, Blake. You're just trying to keep pushing.
No, I think I had the box for 3 or 4 holes now, and I had so much confidence. I was just like, lace your shots, do what you got to do, score as much as you can. That's all you can do right now to put the pressure on him.
Excellent ground play from Sam. It looked a little low out of his hands, but I saw that he threw the warbird, so big rim driver got some good ground play.
And yeah, I mean, Eduardo's got to be feeling the pressure here after taking 2 bogeys in a row and watching y'all take birdies.
Just a textbook Eduardo shot right here.
Super flippy disc. I wish I knew what that one was.
I believe this was a TL3, if I can recall.
Yeah, and it'll be on that left side, so honestly, not a bad spot to be. Ooh, this is tricky for Patrick.
Yeah, tough spot here for Patrick.
Okay. There's a flippy disc.
Yeah,
It'll be out there.
pinched off like that, he just wants to get as much forward distance as possible. He's kind of like, hey, there's no chance for a birdie here, but I definitely want to take bogey out of play. And you can see Eduardo's left here. He could have thrown like a flex forehand, or it looks like he's opting for maybe some kind of big air shot.
I'm guessing he was trying to go for the low skipper.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more sky spike hyzers.
Blake taking an unconventional route here with, I'm guessing that's the max on a big Annie that just wants to come out of it the whole way. Man, that was a good shot.
It was
Just
right on mine, so.
caught a guardian tree.
Yeah, the kind of the bait on this hole is, you know, you see that right side and you're like, oh, cool, but there's so many guardian trees over there. There's like 15 or 20 trees. Yeah, Sam just, you know, throwing things low.
Really frustrating for Sam. Had the best drive there. He was last to act and just didn't execute on the upshot.
Oh, man, Eduardo trying to skip one in there.
Yeah, I'm sure he felt some pressure on that one too. Another, once again, needs to get up and down for par, which he'll do on 15. Blake will still have a putt to get a stroke on Eduardo here. Patrick just needs to make this for par. Looks like he'll be just inside the circle. Hopefully he can put that one together.
Yeah, Eduardo knows, either by casual rounds or whatnot, you know, Blake's catching fire, which means that C2 putt might catch fire as well. So he definitely needs to make sure he's not giving any more big strokes up.
The long look.
Man, just not finding the touch on the circle two. Would love to capitalize right there, but I got to move on.
Yeah, I mean, 15, you get a par, you're happy.
Yeah. I don't want to say the birdie is elusive, but not very many of them happen.
And just barely off again for Patrick. You can't be mad at the looks he gave himself during this round.
There you go. Good clean up there.
A great scramble for another par for Eduardo. I think Eduardo was happy to see me par that hole as well. And we'll move on to the last 3 holes in the course.
Yep, 2 strokes with 3 holes to play.
All 3 of these holes coming up are very birdieable.
Yeah, we didn't expect this at the front of at the start of the back 9 here.
Well, even at the turn at hole 9, you know, you would have assumed Eduardo would just keep running, but
Hole 16, we have a par 3 here, 338 feet. You will see this fairway bend to the left. This is a classic pushing hyzer shot for the right-handed backhand thrower. This used to be one of the first hole on the old layout. It was just a staple must-get birdie to start your round off.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of you guys are going to be ace running this hole as well. Beat the corner, got it skipping, just like that.
Once again, yeah, trying to ace run it. That was the Invictus right there.
Yeah, that was my Swirly Star Invictus. Actually, ATX Open stamp from 2021 ATX Open. It's a nice old end of a run.
Sam executes very similar shot to Blake's. C1 birdie look.
All right. Well, after watching Blake park the hole, Eduardo's got a little bit of pressure on him here.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like he's going with a big rim disc. He's got to beat that corner.
Oh, man.
Just does.
Okay. It's a bit of a tester, not a gimme by any means, but he's up there in the circle.
Yeah, great shot. Looks like this card's showing you exactly how it's supposed to be played. He got 4 drives inside of C1, and it appears like 2 of them were bullseye, so.
Big putt here for Eduardo. Executes perfectly with everybody watching.
A huge putt for Eduardo. Looks like he's going to maintain a 2-stroke lead with 2 holes to play.
Yeah. You know Sam wants this one. He's still fighting for second place.
Yeah, he's getting back in the groove.
Third place.
Getting back in the groove, doing his routine, making sure that, he stays high up on that cash line. Blake continuing to fight here, bringing it down to the end.
There's a star frame for the card.
Yeah. Showing you how it's done, guys. Hole 17, laser straight shot. I mean, forehand, backhand, however you do it, you just need to go 420 feet laser straight. The biggest thing to contend with from that long box is you got that weird little mound right off the tee box that can sometimes get in your head, and then also you have elevation. You have a ceiling here to contend with as well.
Blake's going forehand. What disc is this?
Well, that's my Latitude Stiletto. A little under commitment here. I was happy to see that disc sit right there. Instead of roll down that hill.
Left yourself with a solid putt. You got a uphill putt at it. Maybe C1 or just a step outside. So definitely did exactly what you needed to do to put the pressure. It's got a good shape to it. It looks like it's coming out just a touch early. Yeah, he'll be left with a C2 putt. Definitely makeable for these guys.
Yeah, Sam had got this in round 1. I know he was wanting to get it again.
Another cool thing about this hole is just like the old layout 17, once you get up to the basket, you have a beautiful view of downtown Austin. You got that nice skyscraper skyline. You can kind of see it right there in the zoom in. All right, Eduardo kind of doing the same thing here. Looks like a little C2 putt as well. So far, Blake CTP.
And that's going to hit something early left. Yeah. Patrick, okay, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. But he's definitely showing you how that hill can kind of get in your head and force like a misplay on the shot.
All right, yeah, he'll have a 25, 30 footer par there. Looks like Ed's got a nice little jump shot, or a jump putt here.
Definitely a pressure putt. He knows Blake is, a lot closer than he is right now. So he's got to give it a good bid, and he does.
That was a great
Great
bid.
bid.
You can tell he wanted it, though.
And that putt looked in the entire way. I was standing behind him. I think he got a little headwind, sunk him last minute. Sam with the undercommitment right there.
Yeah, Blake just one step outside of C1 right here. He can really put the pressure on Eduardo for hole 18.
There's that few. I saw you switch putters there.
Definitely overthought this one. I like to work fast. I spent too much time thinking about this putt. I got a little in my head and did not commit.
Yeah, it was a huge putt to put all the pressure on Eduardo for hole 18. It was outside the circle though. Wasn't easy.
Yeah, good cleanup.
All right.
Good putt from Blazek. I know each one of these putts is weighing on him pretty heavy.
Yeah, I think he may have mentioned something about not wanting to be on coverage because of how the putt was feeling as of late, but
Yeah.
he still played great golf.
Oh, yeah, his drives and upshots were top-notch today.
To conclude our round here, we have hole 18, a par 4, great 2-shot hole. You're going to want to throw a backhand off the tee, and your main aiming point right here is to get it around the corner on the left side. If you can get around this corner right here as we're passing by in the drone and land right here in this sunspot above the hole number, you're putting yourself in a great position to attack the green. From there, you'll have a forehand or backhand upshot. A lot of people like to choose the forehand. There's a hill on the right side. You can crash the hill with a forehand, and you'll likely get a roll down to the basket or down to the rock wall. This is another hole that was a part of the old layout, classic Roy G hole, and a tremendous way to end the tournament.
Yeah, it used to be hole 1, now it's hole 18. I mean, it's just one of the most beautiful holes out here. You got to throw about 400 off the tee, and then you got a nice about 300-foot upshot. That's looking money.
Yeah, nice shot. I was curious if you were going to try a forehand roller, just kind of like crush it down there.
Another great thing about Roy G, man, you get to just really come out here and no matter where you're lying, where your throw ends up, you really get to just pick whatever you want and choose whatever weapon you choose.
Nice shot from Sam here, making it around that corner there.
Yeah, so Blake's
Yeah,
in position to birdie. Blake's in the position to birdie here, so Eduardo just needs to get in position to not bogey, and should be good.
Looks like he does that. Looks a little short inside.
Yeah.
There was definitely a squirrel party going on during this shot.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
very distracting.
Oh, there they
You'll
go.
get a nice little view of it right here. Those guys were having fun while Eduardo was shooting.
Oh,
Blazek
nice.
puts a rip on this one.
Yeah, he gets around those trees.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have that nice straight buzz shot that he likes to throw. I think.
The big shot coming up for Eduardo.
Oh, yeah, he's a little cut
He's
off.
got a 2-stroke lead, but he's got a hard scramble into the green. Shouldn't be trying to do too much right here. Really just needs a good look. Put himself in a good spot for a good look into the green.
Yeah, he puts the pressure on Blake. He knows now Blake has to throw it in just to tie him. So looking forward to this approach here.
Yeah, this was fun. Last shot of the day, really just trying to throw it in. Little under commitment. Yeah.
Just like you said, crash the hill, bullseye birdie.
Sam's definitely got a chance for birdie.
Oh yeah, throws a nice forehand there.
Yeah, that was a great standstill flex forehand.
Yep, just like Blake was saying, crash that hill, stays right there for you.
Oh, and Patrick's actually going to go forehand.
Yeah, a solid move right there on it.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like he was trying to throw that in.
Always a good spot for all the homies to watch here on 18.
Eduardo will just need to get up and down right here for the win. A nervy shot, but one he should execute.
Yep, it's that little green patch. We were fortunate enough to get a couple weeks of rain prior to this event, so we had some elusive grass out there.
There you go, Sam. Good finish year round. Frustrating one, but a solid way to cap it off.
There you go.
Yeah, good birdie to finish.
Yeah, solid round there, man.
Thank you. Shout out to Patrick. I've been seeing this guy just get better and better throughout the months. I know he's really dedicated and has high expectations for himself, so it's nice to see him execute.
Yeah, the dude plays a lot of events. He's really out there playing a lot. And there's the tap in for par for Eduardo. Sigh of relief.
Yeah, right.
Blake giving him the congratulations, being a great sport about it. Everyone.
What can you say? That man put a 10 down first round. Really just brought the best out of all of us that final round to chase him down. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, shooting the course record round one. It's hard to beat.
All right, hey everybody. Thank you all for coming out.
Shout out to Chris Harris right here, your tournament director, and on the mic with us as well. Solid tournament. The best ATX Open I've been a part of. Can't wait to see what this guy does in the future.
Yeah, we're really looking forward. We put in a solid bid for A-tier status next year. Working really hard with, Zach and the Mid-Disc team. Try to make as many A-tiers for our local community as possible.
Blake Whitehead, 12 down total. Got anything to say?
Shout out to Eduardo. Made me really battle hard today. Appreciate Chris, Mint, great tournament. Can't complain about anything out here today. Shout out to Big Country Beef Jerky, Goose Promotions. I'll see y'all at the next one.
All right. And your 2023 ATX Open champion, Eduardo Fischer. And he also has the new tournament record at 10 down. So as far as rating goes, that's the record. Let's go.
I'd like to thank my wife for letting me play. We've got 2 kids at the house, and so it makes it pretty difficult. So I'd like to thank her first. Second, Austin is really fortunate to have both Chris and Zach as ambassadors to our sport. They keep pushing the envelope, and we're really fortunate for that. Lastly, I'd like to thank all my competitors. I try to be as good as I can because I just want to beat you guys, and y'all are so good, and so it pushes me as well. So
Yeah, real fortunate to have Eduardo and all the guys on the card. We have a solid group of professionals and amateurs out here. It's it's fun over the years to watch everyone grow and blossom into these champions, you know. Even though it's local, it's like, you don't know how hard it is to work out here locally. You know, you look at that leaderboard, everybody on that card, everybody on that leaderboard has a chance.
For sure. Yeah, some great disc golf this weekend. Shout out to Austin Beer Works for the beer.
Yeah, thanks, Michael.
And we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.